Hey traders, watch this video here for Wednesday, September 22nd. Starting off with the SPY again, we gapped up from yesterday's close after that nasty day. Took out yesterday's high, but then if you notice, we closed at the lows. I said this in pre-market. There's a lot of traders out there that literally don't know what a sell-off looks like. And I suspect the gap up this morning probably convinced them, yep, stocks only go up. This was a one-day anomaly. And I don't know. I think one of these days we're probably in for a decent little push lower as reality slaps newer traders in the face like a shovel, right? But we'll see. I don't make a dime trying to guess what the overall market's going to do. I just play intraday setups on starting with a daily charts, and look, I try to watch stocks that are in play, and then wait for A+ intraday setups and go from there. And I'm in cash every night, so that way takes a lot of the pressure off. Don't really care about the overall market and the macro picture. I'm just going to show you one highlight from today because it was such a nice little trade. It was BROS. There were several. I actually had a great day, one of my better days of the year actually. But I think this was my favorite of the day, was BROS through 52, and it probably looked something like this when I typed in the chat room. Anytime today, BROS through 52. The early high was just above that at 52.30. It was already on the overnight list because of the daily chart. And then Allen H, somewhere in here, wait for it. Well, these are 5-minute candles. I'll have to show you twos to really show you what, almost have to show you ones. Allen H put, it was probably 51.50, right? These are 2-minute candles. So if I had 1-minute candles, it was probably 51.50, 51.60, 51.70 when Allen H put a reminder in the room, hey, BROS is curling. Like, in other words, it's getting close to the trigger that Mike, that's me, mentioned earlier. I think a ton of us got long, maybe as a Tokyo on this candle or through the 52 break. Man, it ended up going all the way to 62. It went up $10 a share on about 50 cents risk. So that's why I highlighted this one. That was a massive move. But let's get into what we're watching for tomorrow because I still need to go take a shower. NNVC, big move today. It was actually halted for much of the day after a pre-market run, which probably scared a lot of people. And then when it came out of the halt, I'll show you here. Well, you can't really tell. Well, yeah, you can, because look, it came out of the halt somewhere around noon. Everybody that was in it from pre-market just went, whoo, I'm safe, right? And it ended up having a nice run, but closing well off its high. So we're going to keep our eyes on that one tomorrow. Uber, nice breakout today. We'll see if it gives a continuation day tomorrow. APRN had the big pop, a few days lower. I should have had this on Bounce Watch today. I hate that I didn't. Maybe I don't see a great setup there just glancing at it. But anyway, really, really strong. So we're going to watch that one for some follow through tomorrow. NURO, nice little breakout today. We'll see if that has a continuation setup tomorrow. Life, this is extended because just a few days ago it was just barely over 8 and now it's over 12. But if it takes out today's high, which was 12.34, I always look to the left and say, you know what, this one, the recent high was right around 13. So it's extended, but really strong day. Shorts might be in trouble here, so we're going to watch it. QS, I had an early trade in this one this morning. I had mentioned it, I think back over 23.50 if I'm not mistaken. And we got a quick move to almost 24. I'm always a seller into those breakouts. If I get long here, I'm always scaling out with a break-even stop. And so I got hit out all of it for green. It ended up having a nice move after that, but I never got back in. But still, when you look at it at the end of the day, you've got a nice volume and a pretty strong breakout. So a good setup for a continuation day tomorrow. MDIA, you can kind of picture a trend line here if you follow my mouse cursor. It's putting in lower highs but higher lows. It's coiling. I think it's a pretty low float. So we're going to watch that for a breakout of this trend line here tomorrow. We'll see. WKSP, really great strength lately. Had this pop here. Looked like it was rolling on a topping tail, another topping tail. Next thing you know, it's curling back up. Maybe through 8 tomorrow, knowing that today's high was 812. SURF, SURF, had the big 2-day run, but gave a lot of it back yesterday. And then today, curling right back up again with an inside day. I like that setup. EEIQ is kind of obscure, but you had a pop here, sideways, another pop, and kind of flagging. So that one goes on long watch. OPAD was on Bounce Watch today. It goes right back on Bounce Watch tomorrow. Put in another lower high. Remember, I like the afternoon breakouts. This was the opening 5-minute candle, so it put in its high early, tailed off the rest of the day. On most of my balance plays, what I'm looking for is an afternoon high of day break. So anyway, so that goes back on watch. INDP, one of the uglier charts you'll ever see. A lot of bag holders, but again, I thought, well, maybe it's overdone to the downside. We also didn't get an afternoon breakout. It put in its high in the opening 15 minutes or so. So I will take that if it gets an afternoon high of day break. Disney, I'm going to put on bounce watch. Just got slapped today, but down into a nice area of support. As a matter of fact, I tried to get this under 170 when I had that big sell-off today. I looked at the chart and said, love this under that whole number divisible by 10. It's already down over 10 bucks on the day and didn't get it. I did get a small trade in it, but I didn't get under 170. Anyway, I'm going to put that on bounce watch. And a couple gappers for tomorrow. MRIN, and we'll add other gappers in the pre-market, but right now MRIN is trading at 946 right now. I saw from dinner, or maybe after dinner, I got my phone out, saw you guys in the chat room killed this one in after hours. A whole bunch of people thanking Daniel for the news alert. So I'm glad you guys killed it. You could say it was an expensive dinner, but as I say, I needed the dinner and drinks today more than I needed extra money. I had a great day anyway. So MRIN, possible gapper tomorrow. Again, trading at 944 right now, so all the way up here. And AEMD also gapping in after hours, trading around $5 right now. So we'll see if those two are still gapping in the morning. They go on the gap playlist, and other gappers will land on the list in the pre-market. I'm done babbling. We'll see you guys in the chat room in the morning.